What's going on, guys? Box here, and welcome back to a brand new season of MotoGP 21. And today we're starting Moto 2, and I'm pretty looking forward to it, to be honest. We've signed for the Sepang Racing team in the Moto 2 Championship, so I'm looking forward to developing the bike. We've now unlocked an electronics department where we can start to upgrade the anti-wheelie and the engine brake as well. So but I'm gonna focus on engine and frame. We'll get most gains from there, really, I think. So if we take a look, we are a bit shy of some upgrades. The frames become really expensive compared to everywhere else, so we're gonna have to focus some development on the frame, really. So what we're gonna do then, we can set up a junior team, but I'm not going to do that. Well, we can't even do that. We need 200,000 rep, so we've still got a little bit of way to go. This is what we're going to look like for a bit in this season. I found this number and helmet combination, which I think look really sweet. So we're going for that green sort of accent. So I like the look of it. And what I'm going to do is maybe later on in the season, or maybe even when we get into the new season, season 3, I'm going to create a number. We'll try and create a number and a helmet as well to go with it. So let's get into this then. The start of the brand new season. That's we can now get on with some development for the frame, the engine, and also the frame as well. So that's good. So let's start developing this engine then. So what we're gonna do, we've got a few staff members who are really good at engine. So we'll do that. Top 4 people are going to be allocated to the engine this season. That's going to take 2 weeks to come through. And what else we got? We got the frame. So 1,000 resource points is what we need. So let's get some people on the frame. The next 4 will then be on the frame. Yeah, next 4 people on the frame. And then these 2, they can go onto electronics. Let's get the bottom guy on electronics. Just keep him plugging away. There we go. Develop that. That's going to take 3 weeks. So research then. You know what? Like how I can just say on it. I'm not going to bother developing the electronics just yet. Give it another week. Right, we've now got that first node installed onto the bike, and those people need to get back onto research for the engine. So let's do that. They can get research in, and then when we skip on another week, then we'll have the first frame upgrade on. Very nice. And we're going to need 2,000 for the next bit, so that's going to take a bit longer. We're going to have to do some developing of the frame. So let's get those people onto it. We can start on the next upgrade as well for the engine, so we're going to get going pretty quick with the engine. Very rapid engine development, so let's get these guys onto it. That's going to take 3 weeks. They can develop that node. The frame, I've got a little bit further to go on that. So where's the first race? A few weeks away. Payment of salaries, keep going. Yeah, so we should get it now. Still a little bit off the frame, so let's get the engine people back on research. Lots of juggling around of the staff at the start of the season. You can get a few upgrades in quick if you play your cards right, so you got to really manage the situation. So looking at this, 2,000 for the next upgrade, but there are the side nodes that we can get onto. So looking pretty good ahead of Qatar. I've gone for the official calendar again. I'm gonna do the official calendar now, and then we're going to do the official calendar in season 3 as well, and then we might get into a full calendar and check out Texas and Argentina. But let's head down then to Qatar 1, which is obviously the Qatar Grand Prix, and then we'll get out to the Lusail GP or the Doha GP. I can't remember what they call it, but yeah, let's go, let's do this. Moto 2 starts now with the reigning Moto 3 champion, and I'm looking forward to trying to do our best in Moto 2, really. Let's see what the bikes handle like, because this is one bike I haven't ridden so far in this game. Then we're in the garage. Let's look at these development tests. What have we got? We've got free practice, so we've got a clean lap with the long lap penalty. Track study, I'm going to turn that on. Gain access to Q2 and race pace. Right, let's get in. Let's do the track study first. In terms of tyres, we are going to have to be careful. I'm going to need a medium front and a hard rear. So we'll probably, well, soft tyres we'll say for quali. I'm going to throw in a soft front and a medium rear for now, because I'm not going to go out for many laps. So we've got brakes in Moto 2, so we'll go with the recommended ones for now. So let's head out then. Number 88 this season. Like I said, someone's made a really nice number and helmet set, and we're gonna use that this season. It looks really nice. If you're on PC, go have a look for it. Looks pretty sweet. Here we go then. Let's head out. Free practice, because first time riding a Moto 2 bike, we're gonna need to get used to it, aren't we? Could be tough. Oh man, it sounds good. Sounds really good. Sounds really, really nice. I'm going to leave it in Power Mode 2 for now. 2 minute 5.2 is the time we want to aim at. Very nice. I love the Japan Racing Team livery. Looks really sweet. See what sort of top end speed we can hit. 167 kilometers. Not kilometers, miles. To run it deep at turn 1. Gotta get used to the brakes, the front brake, rear brake, everything like that. How much mid-corner grip we've got. Obviously we're gonna have to look after the rear tyre as well. And in Moto 3 we did run quite a bit of traction. We ran traction control mode 4. Sometimes I struggle in traction control mode 3 in the GP class. So let's see. We'll sort of get a feel for things. That's why I want to do free practice in this opening race. Just get a feel for the bike. Then we can head out on quali as well. Well, hopefully we'll make it through in Q2 in this session. We've got a 35-minute session, which we can use if we need to. We're going to be here again at the second race, so the soft front tyre is really no good. Look at it after one lap. Look how much tyre life we've lost. There we go, we've done that first track study then. And I think I'll probably come in at the end of this lap and swap out that soft front. It's going to be no good for us. It's just overheating, it feels horrendous. Giving us so much understeer because there's no grip. What I'll probably do is whack on a hard front, and we'll use that in practice just to get some laps under our belt, because I think I'm going to have to use the medium front in qualifying, because this just isn't lasting. We're up on our previous time just about. Well, we're currently sat in P2. Ramirez is behind us. It's only the start of this session, and already I'm not pushing them with 4/10 up, so that's saying something. Blast out the final corner then. We've got absolutely no grip on the front tyre. I was losing time on the last sector or so, but let's see, we're 1.4 off the top guy at the minute. Gonna gain about 7/10 and shoot up to P5 for now. Let's bring the bike in then. Gonna return to pit. Take a look at the other tests. Is there anything else we can do? If not, I'm probably just gonna bolt on some new tyres and just try to get us straight through to Q2, really. Get ourselves used to this Moto 2 bike. Like I say, luckily we've got back-to-back races here, so the thing about this practice session is it can give us an idea, but because they're different conditions, obviously it's daytime now, you've got the sun beating down on the track, so the track's going to be warmer. But the race is night, isn't it? So it's all going to change once the sun sets. But let's see, we've got a hard front, medium rear combination at the minute. I'm trying to save my medium front for quali and the race. But this will give us a good idea as if, you know, maybe we need a hard front tyre. Let's see. Currently 1.4 off of Bezzecchi at the top then. 202.1 is the time to beat. We've done personal bests all round, but we're only a few tenths up on our personal best time. So tyre test is done apparently. We're about 8 tenths underneath of our personal best time. We've set fastest first sector and personal best in the other 3. So that's us into P4 at the minute. I'm going to try and get that clean lap objective, get a few more resource points. So let's see how we go through the penalty loop. Let's get through this penalty loop then, because I hate these things. Look how tight it goes on exit there. Long lap penalty serve. Now we've got to make sure we get back in a 208.7. There are yellow flags out though, so we can't be seen to go quicker. 208.7 is the time we need to beat. We should fly through that time, to be honest. And we're just about running out of fuel, so we'll have to try and get the bike back, but it is a 206.1 and we completed that objective. Well, we should have. I don't know why it didn't count. Clean lap. Anyway, at the end of the session, 3 tenths off of Bezzecchi, just behind Raul Fernandez and above Ben Snyder. And where are our teammates? Who are our teammates in the Moto2? Jake Dixon is one of them. And Vier. So good solid team. And we should be through to Q2. Let's see. Yes, second qualifying. Thank you very much. Let's get in. And it's going to be medium front, medium rear. And you know what? I'm sort of feeling a hard front tyre for the race. So, I might do it. I might do it because look, we only did a few laps and it took loads of tyre life out. But anyway, we'll get an idea of the medium front here in quali. Medium rear it's been okay, but it's definitely going to be a hard race. I think in hard front, hard rear in the race. Brake discs are going to remain the same. Take some fuel out of the bike as well. Right, let's skip on in a little bit and then we'll go for a quali lap. I don't really want to do back-to-backs, but we'll see. We'll skip on so there are some times on the board, so we've got something to aim at. So let's go then. Time for the first qualifying session of the season of career mode and the first Moto2 session. Let's go racing. And in our opening qualifying lap has been a strong lap. We're well under the time of Ben Snyder at the minute. Heading for the line, it's a 202.5. I can't remember what sort of time we set in practice, but that's not too far off. Or it's slightly quicker. I think we did a 202 in quali in practice, and that put us in P4, so I don't know why there's suddenly a huge discrepancy between our times and the rest of the field, but oh well, let's see what happens. Okay, so it's pole position. I don't know why the AI was so far off their practice pace. I think they were. I think they were in the 202s with me. I'm going to check back the footage, roll back the video, see what you think. I can't remember, I can't check at the minute. I have to check when I'm editing it. But anyway, pole position, I will take it, but we know that AI are stronger in the race. I presume that characteristic's going to carry through to every class in the game, so let's not hold our breath. Opening round, you know, our teammates are strong, they're on the same bike with us. We've got some upgrades on the bike, so early as well, which is going to help us out in terms of performance and tyres, right? I'm going to go hard front because of practice and qualifying, hard front, hard rear. And if we need to change it for the next round, we change it for the next round. So let's see, make sure we've got the right brakes in. And let's go racing. Let's go racing, see what we can do. I'm looking forward to getting into our first event here. Quite a few riders have hard front tyre as well. So let's see, it's going to be a race down to turn number 1. We're going to have to see how we fare on the launches of these things. We've never launched one of these before, so let's try our best. I'm going to whack the traction control up to 4 for the launch just to help us out, and then we'll whack it back down after. But here we go at Qatar 1 under the floodlights here into power mode 2 as we're going to drop into the braking zone, and we've lost out 3, nearly 4 places, depending if we can get ahead of Raul Fernandez. We can't quite do that. And it's Ben Snyder that leads from Sam Lowe. Sam Lowe's very strong in the Moto 2. We've got Dixon behind us, a few places back. And the guy in P3, I remember on MotoGP 20 in Season 2, we had proper trouble pronouncing his name. Unless he was in Moto 3 last season, I don't really know. But we got 5 laps ahead of us. Front tyre's feeling a bit cold. Oop, as we nudge Fernandez through there. Did you see that? The front tyre's cold. Of course, practice and quali, we had sun out, so that it was going to affect the track temperatures. I should have remembered that. I'm going to have a job keeping temperature in the front, I think, but so is everybody else that's gone for a hard front. So you can see the left side is a lot cooler, or at least it was. So I'm just going to have to really lean on the front end, and we've got a few riders behind us. We're losing touch with the top 4. We need to close this down, but the front seems to go a bit wobbly when I pull the brake lever and turn in the bike. So the tyre's clearly not up to temperature at the minute. Maybe in a few laps, or once we've got a lap under our belt, that'll be a different story. But I don't know, we've got the long straight coming up. We're going to have to be careful when we ask for the brakes, when we throw on the anchors. But Fernandez sitting about 5/10 up the road from us, so it's going to be a bit of a job here. Come on. We're definitely going to go from... we'll see how the race goes. I don't want to say what we're going to do in Qatar 2. But gaining with the Power Mode 3 and the Slipstream. Very good. Slipstream so strong on this game. Can't quite make it up the inside, but we closed the gap to Fernandez now. Look at the front tyre though. After 1 lap, that's a lot of tyre life lost. That really is a lot of tyre life lost. We've got to learn to look after our tyres. This is why I didn't want to go for a medium front, but temperature in the front tyre might be better than a more worn medium with a decent temperature in. Might be better than a less worn, cooler, hard front. I don't know. We did this in last season. Let's see. We're losing touch in the middle part of the lap, and Bezzecchi, he is on the back of us. He's going to be coming through if we're not careful. But Sam Lowe's leads this now. And I fully expect the Brit to pull out. Through turn 9, a little bit wide there. It's the right side of the front tyre which is wearing away. Look at Fernandez. 8/10 off, and I've got Bezzecchi right behind me. This middle part of the lap isn't working for us. I don't think we can keep temperature in the hard front, and that's what's costing us time through the tight technical bits. Through this sweeping bit we're alright. We closed down through the sweeping bit actually. But Bezzecchi's coming with us. On that VR46 machine, he's going to be wanting to try win the championship. Get ahead of Sam Lowe's, but he's not doing the best at the minute. He's stuck in 6th place behind me. Get around this final corner. End lap number 2. 3 laps to go. Tucked right in the slipstream again of Fernandez. Power Mode 3. Gaining. Lowe's with a 202.4, 202.7 from us. And can't do it. We're not going to be able to do anything around the outside, or are we? We're around the outside, which will become the inside line for the next corner. Oh, we just clipped Fernandez there. Completely nerfed him out. We won't be happy with that. Just got properly tangled and we couldn't untangle the bike. But the front tyre, look how cold it is now. But look at the right side. If this was a medium, it'd be almost gone by now. So I don't know. It's a tough one. If you haven't got temperature, then, you know, you've either got temperature but no tyre life, or you've got no temperature and you've got tyre life. It's a bit of a trade-off. Whoa, Bezzecchi! I didn't see him there. He was trying to get alongside of the outside. Why would he want to do that? He was never going to overtake us around the outside. Oh well, contact, but we're both still rolling. That's what matters. 7 tenths to Dijan Antonio. Let's call him Antonio. And he's right behind Ben Snyder. And Sam Lowe's leads. We're going to be a couple of tenths off of our personal best time. Interested to see if Sam Lowe's goes quicker. No, he doesn't. We've got loads of fuel on board left. I'm going to see if I can use it up, but that front tyre has definitely seen better days, so I don't know. I'm going to push on this lap and try and hold on the last lap. So I'm going to use up power mode 3 probably for most of this lap, but this first sector has been wow good. 8 tenths up. 8 tenths up. Showing him up the inside. Antonio. A second up already through this first and part of the second sector. Trash control mode 3 is working for us. Bezecchi's come with us. Bezecchi has some right pace. I think he's stuck behind us, but he just hasn't been able to overtake us. He got alongside us once and we swiped him. Let's see if we can close up to Antonio through turn 9. Still 9 tenths. Oh, Bezecchi's through. Bezecchi's through. I told you he was quick. We're a second up on our personal best and he's still getting through. Bezecchi's through that sector. That's slipstreaming down the main straight. I'm going to save some fuel for power mode 3 down the main straight. No point using it up through this sector. Sam Lowe still leads. He's got a pretty healthy lead. He's going to have to do something pretty crazy to lose this one. If he keeps doing what he's doing, he should take the win, but we could be on for a podium. 3 of us, Antonio, Bezecchi and us. Let's see, power mode 3, slipstream, very strong. They get a better exit, but we're going to start to gain now. Neither of them are in the slipstream. Here we go, we're going to get 3 abreast across the line. Oh, look at that, into P3. It's alright us getting ahead here. But we know that Bezecchi's quick, but oh no, he's through on Antonio. Oh, he's through on us as well, and Antonio coming back at us. Sorry, I'm going to call this guy Antonio throughout this season. Dijan Antonio, until I figure out how to say his name. One episode there'll suddenly be, oh, he's saying his name right. But we're pushing now. Bezecchi's going to go for full damage limitation here, trying to get P2 from Ben Snyder. Bezecchi with a late race pace, 201.7 from Bezecchi. Yeah, he's way quicker than us. He is the fastest man out on the track, and I'm struggling with the front end now, and here comes Antonio back through. I've got some more power mode 3 to use up. So let's get back at him if we can. Take a nice tight line around turn 7, try to get alongside as we're going to approach into 8. Not quite, so we're going to have to line it up on the exit of 9. Let's go for it. Oh, that's better. Look at that KTM go through. Out wide you go, mate. Oh no, I don't want to get P5. We could have got a podium, but I've lost so much time on this lap. Whoa, getting alongside. Oh, track limit warning. These curbs are horrible to ride. Stay off the curbs at all costs, as I'm sliding all over them at the minute. Round 15. Oh, just struggling with the pace there at the end. It's the front end which doesn't give me confidence coming into this final corner. Bezecchi's challenging for the lead. Who's going to get it? Bezecchi or Ben Snyder? I'm going to power mode 3 it. Come on. Oh yes. Oh yes, look at this. Power mode 3 slipstream down to the line. Beautiful. P4, I'll take that considering the front end. Now, I'm not looking forward to the next race because I might go for a medium front, but Sam Lowe's 202.1 takes the win from Bezecchi with a 201.7. Crazy pace there. See what I mean? The AI went much quicker today than they went in qualifying. So there you have it. Race number 1 done. P4, solid start to the season. Where are our teammates? Dixon, he'd have hoped for better. And same for Vieira, he'd have hoped for better as well. Head for the line then on our qualifying lap in Q2. It's going to be a strong one. Again, the AI are off the pace. Schrotter with a 203.7. We go 201.7. That's a new fastest lap for us ever on Moto 2 in this MotoGP 21 game. So back-to-back races paying off for us. Race strategy wise then, I am going to switch things up. We're going to go for medium front. We've got one left. I'm going to use it, and we're going to go hard rear tyre. And brakes, I'm going to remain the same. We didn't have any problems with the brakes. And I'm going to leave a full tank of fuel. So starting from the front row again. This time we've gone different. I think Sam Lowe's have gone different as well. I think he had a medium front last time, but he won the race. So I don't know why I'd switch it up. For me, I don't know if I'm going to struggle with tyre wear. We might, but last time out I was struggling with front tyre temperature, and that cost us probably getting a podium. So I don't want to do the same thing again. We'll take a risk, switch something up, and see if we can manage the front end to try and get a win somehow. Let's see what we can do there. And if we get our first podium in the first episode of Moto 2, that'd be brilliant. But we're off. Traction control mode 4 for the launch, power mode 3, and Lowe's again making his way up, and the 2 KTM bikes as well. The KTM IO or whatever they're called, trying to get ahead of us, much stronger into turn number 1 this time, and I think it's that, I think it's that medium front helping us out. But saying that, Vieira is through, Vietti, not Vieira, Vieira's our teammate, Vietti through. Where is Bezecchi then? That is the question as I mess up turn number 4. Whoa! Schrotter's through. Come on. So we've got a full tank of fuel. Brand new tyres, which are soon not going to be so new. But maybe they'll last a bit better in these night sort of conditions. But I've lost a lot of time. A few mistakes in the opening first sectors costing us, and we're behind Schrotter now. Not where we want to be. We want to be fighting for a podium if possible. So we've got to work out a little bit. We've got to get past Schrotter. I can't quite get it underneath there. That's too narrow. Saying that, he's all over the curbs. No mistakes though from Schrotter through there. Let's see if we can hang on to the back of him. Ooh, we're pushing him through there. Loads of contact. Come on, underneath for Schrotter. Look at that, side by side. Get through. So much curb there. That costs us time. Got Joe Roberts behind us. Couple of tenths back. Someone's hit the deck. Don't know who that was. Right then. Lap number 1, not so brilliant. We had more crashes at the back. We had a decent start, however, didn't go too well through that second sector, making mistakes. But the front tyre hasn't worn out as quick as I thought it was going to. But we're only at the end of lap number 1, aren't we? So let's see as we're pushing it into turn 1 for the first time at full speed. Vietti just over a second ahead. Let's see if we can work to close this gap down. Struggle at the exit of turn 2. Going to leave power mode 3 on. I'm going to go aggressive at this early stage in the race if I can. And lap number 2 then. The gap's still just over a second off of Vietti. We've got Joe Roberts all over the back of us. And look at the front tyre. It has gone almost on the front right. 202.1, which is a good lap time. Much quicker than we went at Qatar 1. But the pace seems stronger here at Qatar 2. Everybody up to speed a bit more. So the pace is stronger. And our tyres are weaker. We've got more pace, but with more pace comes more tyre wear. What's the gap? 1.1 still. We're on lap number 3. It's probably going to be a case of trying to hang on. And what's the gap? Still overall, just a second. Doesn't help that we haven't got much slipstream either. We could try and slipstream our way up to the back of him, but I don't know if that would work. Our favourite Digi Antonio has the fastest lap of the race, faster than us by a 10th. Pretty much matched our personal best lap time to 2.1. It's going to probably be as we cross the line. It is that, slight personal best. Still about a second off of Vietti, but for the first time, Lowe's has lost the lead of this race. So it'd be interesting to see if we can, with them battling, whether we'll be able to close up now. I don't know. I'm sliding all over the place as we've got 2 laps to go. Sliding through the first sector is one way to describe it. The tyres are very, very worn on the front. The rear's alright. Rear's not too bad. Rear's holding on absolutely fine. I'm pushing the rear. Sliding that round a bit. But Vietti has the fastest lap of the race. We're not far off, but they're just that little bit quicker that I can't close the second gap down. We're fluctuating between just under a second and just over a second. And I've got Roberts behind who closes in the middle sector. Then he backs right off, and I have a feeling it's because we've got a warm front tyre, so we can't carry so much speed through some of these tighter corners. Look at that, just trying to find some grip as we're trying to bomb this Sepang racing bike out of that loop there. Starting the last lap. That lap was a couple of tenths off of our personal best, so very consistent times. 202.1, 202.1. This is going to be a 2023. Pretty consistent out there. But the pace is strong, as I've already said. It's very strong here as we start the final lap. Just about holding on. We've got to be careful of the right hand side of the front tyre. We're going to have to watch out into these right-handers. Going to have to take them with care on the brakes especially. Going to use up all our spare fuel if possible. That was awful through there. Really messed that sector up while that corner. The time was alright. We're pushing on this lap and we're actually, probably with the lower fuel load, we're actually going faster. Only by a couple of tenths, but it could give us fastest lap of the race. Let's see, 201.9 from Gardner, the race leader. That is. We're going to go 3 tenths quicker. We weren't able to close down Vietti. The pace was so strong here. We upped our pace, but so did everybody else. So 201.7 from Fernandez, 201.8 from us. It was very strong on that last lap. The fuel loads must have dropped enough that everybody could just go quicker. But a good, strong, solid performance. We're right at the front again, consistent. The bike's not moving around. The bike's very rideable. It's feeling good. Solid foundations to build on. We're just 21 points off of Sam Lowe's, who got first and second. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Or first and third, I can't remember now. But yeah, it's a strong field. And with the leading Sepang racing bike in P5, I'll take that. Not bad. And that puts us, well, we're falling behind the VR46 team. 4th place, Petronas Sprinter Racing. Good, solid result. So I will take that. And what a great first episode of the Moto 2 season. This is season 2 of MotoGP 21 Career Mode. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, get subscribed to the channel for plenty more. But for now, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.